Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Trick It. Yes! And as you know, guys, this is another amazing edition, guys, of Wake Up with Trick It. And if it's your first time rocking out with me, you know what time it is, right? You know what time it is. Check the time, baby girl, baby boy. We about to grow and learn together, right? It's like, I don't know, like 2 a.m. in the morning, close to 2, about quarter to 2. I do what I got to do when it's time to do it, right? Look, guys, if this is your first time rocking out with me, what's up? All is welcome. My name is Trick It. This is Wake Up with Trick It. Why? Because we're all learning and growing together. You know what I'm saying? Who knows it all? Who knows it all, right? But I'm willing to share what I know, right? So that's how we're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep it pushing. And if you are a returnee, no matter if you're spying or what, if you're here, you're going to learn something. You know what I'm saying? Take it for what it's for and keep it pushing. Hopefully, instead of trying to take down the boss, you guys will actually use it on yourself, right? So you can knock down them walls that get you choked, you know what I'm saying? And have you doing that low vibing karmic stuff. And if you're not doing that, hopefully you'll just take the knowledge and apply it to your life, right? So you can climb those heights, right? Ooh, smooth, silky butter, baby. Everything I do is smooth, popping collar, staying fresh. It's all good though, right? As you should be too. It's a full moon tonight, guys. So you know I'm manifesting. And we just had the 888 portal. I'm a Leo, making it happen. Birthday this month, August. I never grow old. You know what I'm saying? I'm timeless because I know how to manipulate energy. And I know how to jump in and jump out of what I want to jump in and jump out and make it work to my benefit. You know what I'm saying? They try to mess my face up. Look at my community board. You'll see what they try to do to me on the last full moon, guys. On the last full moon, they try to end the boss like if they thought they could. I'm an earth angel, like no other earth angel, because I got God-like abilities. I just speak the word, and it happens. I don't need a candle. I don't need to write nothing down. I like to script, but I don't have to. I just speak it, like spirit. Like a mini spirit, because you know, spirit is spirit, right? And I couldn't do what I can do unless he blessed me to be the chosen one, to be able to do what I do, because he knew he can trust me to elevate the world, to be able to take them to another level, to be able to teach them, to show them, so they can become better individuals. And why not, right? Who doesn't want to improve? And if you don't want to improve in your life, then there's something wrong, baby girl, baby boy, because everybody should want to improve. Everybody should want to get better. And if you say you're already there, if you see people with that stuck energy, right? And they're like, no, I'm good where I'm at already. And then you know they're stuck. Because how can you stay good? How can you not say that you want to grow? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you say you don't need to grow? That makes absolutely no sense. So it's like they're telling on themselves, right? When people say like, oh, I'm good right where I'm at. Nah, bro, I'm straight. You ain't straight. Because what you're trying to say is that you're trying to stay locked in a moment in time, right? This ain't wrinkle in time. You're trying to stay locked. Stuck, talking about I'm good right here. I don't need to go no further than this. You don't need to elevate no higher. Everybody needs to elevate higher, right? Everybody does. Because this is a classroom. We're always steady growing, steady learning, steady taking them blows. You know what I'm saying? You're either going to be the karmic giving them, or you're going to be the one on the other end, turning those lessons into blessings. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. There is no in between. My dad used to tell me all the time, son, there's only 2 types of women. I'd be like, man, what are you talking about, Dad? There's all kinds of different women. You know, he was a preacher man. He was like, no, there's only two types of women. There's only two types of men. I'm like, what's that? Righteous women and unrighteous women. Basically breaking it down in our spiritual community, karmics and those that are awakened with the third eye open. There is no gray area. That's Hollywood. There's no in between. Even God says you are either for me or against me. I didn't see nowhere where he said, well, you know, there's an in-between area you can step into. People trying to create new areas when they don't want to do the work. That's all that is. When you don't want to do the work, you try to create new areas, right? Come on now, let's be real with ourselves. You're going to be, you know, that's all I know is how to be real. I'm an earth angel. I'm not even from this planet. I'm in a human body with godlike abilities that no one on the planet has. It's all good though. But I was trusted with these gifts because he knew that he could trust me with these gifts because I'm only going to uplift, motivate, encourage. And if they get too out of line, I'm about to lay these clowns down straight up. It is what it is. You know me, I'm the guy that says, bring it. Run from no one. Nothing. What? I got warriors that don't play about me. I'm so heavily guarded. I'm like, what? What? I'm not cocky. I'm just so confident. Because when you walk in the light that I walk in, with all the angelic protection all around you, you can talk like that. But it didn't come without a price, right? 10 years plus, guys. 10 years plus solo bolo. Rolling solo bolo, guys. What did I do with that? Oh, here we go. 10 years plus rolling solo bolo, guys. Solo bolo. All by myself. All by myself. Raising 2 girls at the time that was only 2 and 4. Looking up tutorials on the internet on how to do hair or, you know, how to just get in touch with that feminine side. Because, you know, I didn't want them to grow up like tomboys because I'm a man, right? So I had to learn how to master my feminine and masculine side, which I did to perfection. To perfection. I did. But that was a decade of being by myself. That means not going out, not dancing, not a kiss, not holding hands, not a date. That means solo bolo. All by myself. And I did it. And because I put the work in, when I was being attacked by everything under the sun, and I was a religion, because, you know, my dad was a preacher, so all I knew was church, right? Which was extremely limited. And then when I outgrew church, God spoke in my mind and was like, you've outgrew this. You're not going to learn no more. You're not going to get any higher learning here. It's time for you to move on into this spiritual community where you belong at, where I'm going to boss you up. You'll be untouchable, unfadable. You will be one of 0 walking on this planet. And here I am. Have the power to give you energy, instantly uplift your move, can heal you, take you from that devastating state that you were in. And the only way I can't do it unless God tells me this is a part of their karma, then I can't do it. Because I never go against the Most High, right? But if it's not a part of their karma, and then I can take you out of whatever state you're in instantly. Enter into your mind, boop, tell you whatever I want to tell you, talk to you about whatever I want to talk to you about. I got gifts. Gifts that no one on the planet has. But I don't brag about it because I use them only to send love and light. I'm an earth angel. Not from this planet? No. I just look good. I don't age like everyone else. No way, baby. Not me. No, 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 no. I'm here with good energy, high vibing. mostly all the time. And all the struggles that I've been through, never quit. I never stopped. Where most people would have quit, threw in the towel, man, forget this junk. This is not even worth it, bro. I kept going. I kept pushing. Because I knew there was a rainbow at the other end. I knew there was light at the other end of the tunnel. I knew it was. Dealing with practitioners and covens and witches and warlocks and all these people that signed up to play the enemy. You know, before we come to this school, we all sign up for what role we want to play, right? Now, when you get here, you may forget, right? You're like, no, I didn't sign up for this, but yes, you did. So if you're a karmic, for the most part, you signed up for that role. Doesn't mean you have to stay stuck in that role. Absolutely not. You can be a karmic for a while, and then you can come up out of it. Because not all of us started on this journey the way we started on it, right? Most of us started off asleep until we woke up and we had that epiphany, that one day, that one year, that one month, that one whatever moment happened, and that boop, third eye opened up. And we started to see life different. We start to look at religion different. We started to look at the institutions that we were taught to go to, right? And then we were still living like karmics, even though we were going to them, right? I mean, you ask the average individual in an institution when they come out, what did the preacher talk about? They'll be like, they got so many you know why? Because they was in there taking selfies, having side conversation. Hey, yeah, what's up? Yeah. Texting. They were doing everything but listening. And that's just real talk. It is what it is. I tell no lie. It is what it is. So I'm here today, guys, to tell you that you need to follow spirit. That you guys need, if you are like unhappy with your life, take a look in the mirror and find out why you're unhappy. And then ask yourself, is it something that I can change? Not something I can complain about, because anybody can complain, right? Because that fixes nothing. It leaves you stuck. But ask yourself, is there something that I can change? And then when you find out that there is something that you can change, then you start working on it to change it. You make little baby steps. You're not running. You're just taking little baby steps, one at a time. Because you still got to learn from your mistakes, right? You know? Yes. Nobody's perfect. I don't care how high of a level we're at. No one's perfect. But some people just may have it together more than other people. You agree? Of course you agree. We're hanging out, right? Let's wake up with Trinket. So, you need to fix those things that you can fix in your life. Things that you can't change, you have to leave it up to God, the Most High, to Spirit to fix for you, to the universe to fix for you. You have to learn to speak it and let it go. Speak it and release it. Speak it and release it. Let it go. Because if you don't let it go and you're still thinking about it and you're still dwelling on it, you know what that means? You don't trust the source that you say you trust to fix it. You don't trust it. Let's keep it 100, right? That's what we're going to do here, right? Of course. So you might have trust issues. So what do you have to do? You're going to have to learn to take little baby steps. That's why you just can't leap into big steps, because you have to learn how to trust. And that's going to come by taking little baby steps so you can get bigger and bigger trusting. As the small things that you couldn't trust start to come your way, you'll trust a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, and it'll come a little bit easier and a little bit easier and a little bit easier. And then it'll become a way of life. It won't seem like work no more. It won't be like tug of war. It'll be like, you know what? I've done this so many times. I know if I throw it out there, I don't know the time frame, but I know it's going to come. I know I'm going to get it because I know the source that I believe in is going to give me what I've asked for. I just got to wait it out. And I can't just be sitting doing nothing. Confirmation, see that? I can't just be sitting here and doing nothing. Keeping an eye on him. Let me see if you're doing what you need to be doing, source. Spirit, you're working on my stuff? No. That's no trust. That's a low-key way of not having trust, right? Of course. But you have to just put it out there and release it and believe it. My daughter's an expert at this. My oldest daughter, Nydia. She's an expert of just putting it out there and then just forget about it. That's that childlike mentality. You know the Bible? They said if you want to enter into heaven, you got to have a childlike mind. I come to him like a child. You know why? Because children believe whatever you tell them until you break their trust. So if you don't break their trust and you say like, look, little Johnny, look, little Lisa, on Friday, mommy or daddy's going to give you, $10 for doing whatever work you did in the house, making your bed, whatever, right? They're going to believe you. Even if they see you at the table struggling, right? Struggling. They're still going to believe you, right? Because they're not going to look at what they see. That's what adults do when we went through all this drama and all this tragedy and we put ourselves in all these bad toxic situations, right? We don't have faith no more. We start looking at what we see. Well, it doesn't look like you got the money. Well, it doesn't look like it's working. It doesn't look like God is doing anything. It doesn't look like the universe is working on me or working for me. Doesn't, right? But a child, he doesn't care or she doesn't care. They go outside and play. You could be at the table with a stack full of bills. They're like, I don't know. I don't know about bills. I just know mommy or daddy said they're giving me $10 on Friday. And on Friday, I'm going to be like, where's my $10? Respectfully. And we have to learn to revert back to that. You know why, guys? Because when you do, you tear down those walls that you build, that I build from bad decisions, from toxic people that we allow to come into our life and cause us to change from that innocent that we had. Now we have shadow work that we have to do, right? Because now we built up issues in our life that we didn't have due to our bad behavior, due to our bad choices. So now we have to work on our shadow, and that shadow following you everywhere you go. It's sunny, you walk by a wall, every time you move, the shadow does everything you do. Yeah, you got to work on that guy, right? Because that guy does not have your best interest at hand. Most people do not want to do the work. Why do you think you have toxic people trying to block your blessings, steal your blessings, steal your inheritance, steal this, take this, block this, send black magic, hire practitioners, and you got them slow people. Like, yeah, I'll take $1 to put something on someone. Really? Bring that junk. I will run through your whole house. What? I've laid so many of these clowns down. Not one has had victory over me. Not one. Matter of fact, tonight I just laid down another one. Chew them up like straight gummy bears. What? Enter into their mind instantly. Start talking to them. They're like, huh? What? Nobody did this. Yeah, because you wasn't dealing with someone on my caliber. I'll start dismantling what's in your head. Mess you all up while you're trying to do some woo-woo and summon some woo-woo. I outrank every demon. I'll call the devil on you. Fear nothing, no one, fearless. That's 10 years plus, those guys. That's 10 years plus. That didn't come overnight. So what you hear me talking, how you hear me talking, how you hear how I get down, that didn't come overnight. That came from a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears. No support, no help, no one there to teach me, show me, because they didn't even know. A lot of people backstabbing me, lying on me, slandering me, trying to kill me, like my own sister. You know what I'm saying? Bless her heart. But she got caught up. You know what I'm saying? In the demonic world. You know, when you can't win in life, you just fall for anything. You know, when you don't believe in something, you will fall for anything. It is what it is. She's not by herself. There's millions like her. Millions trying to take the easy route. Like my ex-wife. Haven't seen her in like, 8 years. But doing black magic on me like if she owns me. Like if my blessings are her blessings. Like she's entitled to whatever I'm entitled to. The audacity, right? But when you don't want to do the work, you will do some straight ratchet stuff. You will act out of character. Because that's not your true character. That's over the years of you making bad decisions and getting around bad people, and you just became toxic. Let me say it again. You became toxic. So, when you start to get your life right, when you start to take those little baby steps and start to do those things that you constantly put off, procrastinating. I'll do it tomorrow, the next day, because you have fear, false evidence appearing real. When you start to get past all that, right? You start to become empowered. Why? Because you start to see blessings coming in. You start to see walls tear down. You start to see things brighter. The sun is shining more in your reality. It's sunny more than it is rainy. Will it always be sunny? Absolutely not. That's not the way this planet works. It's a school. It's different levels, and the higher you go, the higher the devils, the more negativity you got to deal with. But the benefit is you know how to deal with it. Because you don't elevate without growing. And for you to grow, that means you're passing the test, guys. So if you're still stuck where you were 5 years ago, that's what I was looking at when I seen church. I seen people that said, I've been here 30, 40 years, and I seen absolutely no growth. Weak as all get out. Always asking for prayer every single week when they should be at that level, 30, 40 years in the game. Shouldn't they be teaching somebody? Shouldn't they be out there already spreading the gospel, teaching someone? If your kid was in the first grade for 30, 40 years, wouldn't you think that something was wrong with him? Of course you would, because you're like, this ain't normal. You should be what? Growing, elevating, moving up the ladder, graduating. But if they're not graduating and they're failing and they keep staying on this level right here, just this level where they're just wobbling at. They're just constantly wobbling at this ladder. They're not taking off and growing. You would have their head checked. You would have them at a psychiatrist, a doctor or something. Because you would be like, what's wrong with my child? If you had a baby that was 2 and not crawling yet, and then was 4 and not crawling yet, would you be so nonchalant like people in their institutions are? They're like, well, I've been here 20 years. They ain't taught nobody, haven't brought nobody, haven't converted nobody, No, you wouldn't. You take that lightly when it comes to your soul. How many people take their soul lightly? But then when it comes going to college to make $1, and you're still toxic, been married 4 times, got babies out of wedlock, can't keep a good relationship, hoeing around, whether you're a man or a woman, on everybody's video camera, and nothing but bad reputations on you. You're okay with that? But when it comes to let me pass this test so I can get this job, so I can become, whatever you're trying to become. Oh yeah, you're at Starbucks drinking coffee. You're trying to stay up. You're trying to cram. You're trying to make sure you pass the test because your priorities, guys, are backwards. You're valuing money, something on the outside, more than you are valuing what is on the inside. And if you valued what was on the inside more than what you valued on the outside, you can pull in whatever you want to. Like on this full moon, I'm no joke with it. I manifest, use everything. I'm a boss, as you should be. Don't let nobody dictate to you who you are just because they're not in that energy. Who does he think he is? I just told you who I am. What? I don't care if you got a problem with it. You didn't go through what I went through. You probably haven't even been by yourself for a whole year. So you're already disqualified. Miss me with that junk. What spiritual gifts you got? Bring them to the table. I got gifts nobody in the world has. I can talk like this because I paid the price to talk like this. So I can elevate people, motivate people, so they don't let weaker people that are stuck try to convince them who they should be just because they don't realize who they are. So they want to convince them who they should be. Oh, you're cocky. Oh, you shouldn't be thinking like that. Who are you? You want me to be like you? I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be. Look in the mirror. You ought to change that negative, low vibing state energy. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. When you start to do this, guys, you will start to be your enemy's karma. Let me say that again. Say it again. You will start to be your enemy's karma. You know why? Because they'll see you elevating and they'll be hot. That all the evil eye, all the negative talk, all the talking behind your back, all the non-support, all the trying to steal from you, block you, take from you, pay money to practitioners to try to drop woo-woo on you because they slow as heck too. They don't even know how to make an honest dollar and they want a happy home. Really? They don't have no happy home. Whole house is garbage. Whole house is falling apart. Who's blessing their home? While I'll take $1 to cast a spell on somebody. Who's blessing their home? Not even the demons that they try to summons. Because when they can't deliver, they turn on them. They don't have no love for them. There's nowhere they told them, I love you and I will support you even in your good and bad days. They never was told that. If they said that, they lying. Fake practitioners, bring that junk. I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys. You become your enemy's karma because you start to do what they can't do. You start to do what they try to stop you from doing. And then they still see you elevate. And so they get frustrated, they get pissed off. And that's how you know you are their karma because they invested so much time into you when they should have invested that time in themselves. They should have been looking in the mirror, and they should have been investing that time in themselves. But they weren't. They were investing all their time looking at you, trying to be like you, trying to be like Mike, right? Trying to imitate you, trying to copy you. I have no problem with somebody being admired by what I do, by what you do, whatever the case may be, right? I have no problem with somebody using my slogan or saying something that I said because I know it's going to elevate whoever they're teaching, right? But I have a problem when you try to use it like it's your idea because you have an ego. See, that's toxic. That's karmic. You're like, I didn't do the work. I didn't do the 10 years. I didn't get the downloads. But now I want to try to act like I got the downloads, like it's all me, like I'm really the smart person. And you're constantly watching stalking under a fake account, looking how somebody else does something so you can copy it. Clown. Bozo nose. Karmic circuits. Bring me some popcorn and let me watch these clowns entertain me because they can't fade me. They can't touch me because I'm their karma. I'm their karma. They're not mine. They're low vibing. They're trying to reach the heights that all of us that did the work did. They're trying to reach that height without putting in the work. They want a shortcut. That's the person that tries to cut in line and try to act slick. Oh, I just want to tell my friend something, and then you stay there. You're like, hold up, you was way back there, and then you came and said you just want to tell your friend something. Now you're way up there. No, see, that's that slick talking person that doesn't think nothing's gonna catch up to them. But see, the Most High is 222 all day. Angel number 222, guys. Balance, harmony. He's always gonna balance the scales. Always gonna give you justice. Always. He may take a while because it's a school. So he might let you get whipped on so you can be stronger, right? Because he got to test you through the fire. When you have gold jewelry, do you not know it has to be burned in fire for all the impurities to fall off? And then when it comes out, it's gold. It's pure gold. That's you. That's me. That's us. We got to be put through that fire. The Bible says, for those that read it, for those that had a grandma, grandpa, went to church 1 or 2 times, Christmas, Easter, whatever, and they heard this story, that God puts you through the fire like gold so he can refine you so you'll come out pure. You've heard that old saying, pressure makes a diamond, or pressure busts a pipe. That fire refines. It takes all the impurities off that gold to make it only pure gold. There's nothing else attached to it except for pure gold. You know what I'm saying? And so in the Bible, God says, many of you, when you're going through this testing, and I'm testing you like gold being pushed through the fire, many of you will say, God, why? And he said, I'm going to remind you. I told you this is how the game works. This is how I make you grow. How are you going to grow if I do everything for you? How are you going to grow if I always stop every enemy? I got to see what you can do. I got to see if you can handle it. I got to see if you're going to backslide. I got to see if you're going to fall back, lean back. I got to see if you're going to step up. I got to see if you're going to block it, send that junk back, return it to sender 10 times fold. You know what I'm saying? I got to see if you're going to elevate to levels of where you messing with herbs like me, to make potions like me, to put energy into this liquid to either stop any type of spell work coming to you, or if you have spell work on you, it's gone off you. Because you start to elevate and start to understand how to fight the negativity that once had you choked, that once had you stuck. Let me show you something, guys. I'll take something like this, right? Like my little spray bottle with my little potion, with my little herbs and stuff I have in it. I'll take my pendulum, because I've been highly skilled and gifted, and I'll say something like, the energy that I am sending to this spray bottle will stop all spell work from coming to me and remove all spell work that has been placed on me. The energy that I am sending to this spray bottle will stop all spell work from coming to me or remove any spell work that has been placed on me. And then when it stops like that, I'm going to ask, is there anything else that I need to do? It says no. Is it finished? It says yes. I got my confirmation. We good to go. We Gucci. You know what I'm saying? We're straight. And now I have that energy, that angelic energy placed in that spray bottle, that now anybody trying to send me evil eye, hire their little woo-woo witch doctor, whatever the case may be, right? Warlock, whatever, witches, whatever. Everybody banding hand together like they're Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts trying to do some good. It's not even going to work. Why? Because I have been gifted with the downloads and the power and the skilled abilities to be able to manipulate energy any way that I want it. Just by opening up my hands, I can move anything in a snap of a finger, stop it, and move it at will once again. And if I just tell it to stop slowly, then slowly it obeys me. Because I am a master manipulator when it comes to energy. Plus, I am no joke to play with. Seriously. I am not. I am highly protected, highly guarded, highly skilled, highly trained. Spiritual warfare is all I know. It's going to war. That's all I know. 10 years by myself. I don't know dating. I don't know being in love. I don't know any of that junk. I know warfare. I know gifts. I know downloads. I live 90% of my life in the spiritual world than I do in the 3D world. My family members are all spiritual. They're in the spiritual community. My ancestors. So I have so many gifts and abilities because I dwell in that community way more than the average person does, because they got a girlfriend, boyfriend, they got a job. I don't have a job. I have a business that works on its own. I don't have to sit there and maintenance it. It's residual income. So I've been blessed. My kids didn't grow up in daycare. No disrespect for anybody that did, but I've just been blessed that even though I was going through all the trauma and drama that I was going through, I had a business with a residual income. So my kids grew up always with me. I have been with them since birth, every day of my life, except for when I flew out to California to see my boss homeboy get married on one of the biggest yachts in Newport Beach, the biggest yacht out in Newport Beach. Then after that, jumped in a limo, from that to a chopper. You know, that chopper life. Bam! It is what it is, though, right? But outside of that 10 days being gone, I have never, ever been out of my kids' sight, ever. I don't look for babysitters, nothing. I don't trust many people. So they're always with daddy. Being trained. All the spiritual things that I know, I'm straight downloading into my kids, as you should, right? What did God say in the Bible? Raise your child up in the Lord, in spirit, in the universe, in God, in what? And he will bring all that back to their remembrance when they get older. They will not forget it. They will use it. Versus the kids that are just brought up in toxic relationships and toxic home environments. And God help them that they get out of that negative energy, right? So they can become someone amazing. But a lot of them don't, unfortunately, and they end up just becoming toxic, like the toxic parents or parent or influences that they had. I'm just saying, guys. So take baby steps to the things that you can change. Stop making excuses. Stop procrastinating. And if you are, you have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, why am I not doing this? Why do I keep putting this off? Why am I fearful? And then if you have some stuff like I'm scared of rejection, then that's ego. Why do you have ego? How did you end up with ego? Who boosted you up like you thought you were too good to hear no? But then you have great and amazing people that heard no. But then you're walking around like, I can't hear no though. Jesus heard no. People say no to spirit. He created everything. And you're walking around talking about, well, I don't want to hear no, I don't want no rejection. Yeah, you have major problems. Because now you have indirectly put yourself on a higher level than the Most High, who has created everything. Become your enemy's karma today. And you start that by working on the small things in your life so you can better your life. And then as you start to elevate, they see that and they hate, but they can't stop it. Because God, as you start to elevate, will be closer to you. You know, in the Bible, it says, God says, if you draw closer to me, I will draw closer to you. And if you distance yourself, and then I'll distance myself. And if you reject me or you're ashamed of me, and then I'll be ashamed of you and reject you. What? Basically, I'm giving you what you want to put out. I'm giving it to you right back. I'm not giving you no extra. You're rejecting me. I'm still giving you love. No, I'll give you grace. Meaning, like, if you had a kid making all F's, you don't kick them out the house. You still let them come in the house, still eat, still give them a place to stay, still feed them, but they may not be able to go out and play. They may not be able to have friends over. You take their privileges away, but you still show love and grace. You don't starve them. You brought home 2 F's, you're not eating. You don't do that, they put your butt in jail. And that wouldn't be the right way anyway, right? Of course not. So anyway, guys, on that note, I just wanted to share this with you because I just felt led to share this with you guys. Because there's a lot of people struggling. And they're struggling because they're not doing the work. They're struggling because they're making excuses not to do the work. And then they get into that ratchet behavior, and now they want to steal, they want to block, they want to try to take shortcuts, they want to try to sound like you, be like you, and not give you no credit for everything they're getting from you. Let me tell you guys something too right now. For all my readers out there, all my life coaches out there, for everybody that's actually putting in the work. Stop crying, okay? Stop crying, guys, over people that you say are stealing your work. Curse your work. Have power. Curse your work. So now if they want to take from you unlawfully, unwillfully, it'll never work for them. They'll never make the money they want to make. So stop going off. Stop turning off your accounts and your comments because you have some clown that is making you feel some type of way. Curse that junk. Where your power at? I don't run from nobody. I'll curse everything that I do. Now take it. I want you to take it. I want you to take it. How much do you value your home? How do you like where you live at? Because I promise you, I will strip everything you have away from you. I will take everything from you because I will curse my work. And spirit, God, the universe, the Most High, will back me, confirmation, will back me because you are unlawfully trying to take what's not yours and use it as it's yours. And so you want the benefits that the person that created it is getting, but you want it all for free. Where's that at? Where do they do that at? This is school, but this ain't no giveaway. This ain't even layaway. You're just trying to take. You want to be a thief with a smile and hide under a fake profile all these fake profiles, all these people got mommy daddy issues. Can't show myself. They all have a reason why. 9 times out of 10, it's all toxic due to their toxic behavior. So they chose toxic people in their life that made them toxic. So now they hide in their cockroach energy. I hide in the dark. Then when the light comes by, they all run. Trickets here. Drop their head. I don't want to say nothing. I want to act like I'm cool. Oh, hi. Nervous as all get out. Like I can't read their energy. I'm the high priest. Clown. High priest. You know that what? When you know the spiritual ranking, you know what that means? I know all. There's no secrets. Plus I can pop in your head. And if that's not enough, I can always pick up a pendulum. Connect to anybody I want instantly in the world. And connect to my angel guides, spirit guides, ancestors. And they're going to give me the tea on you. There's no secrets. If that's not enough, I'll just pop in your mind. What? Subconscious is impossible to lie to me. You in the flesh can lie to me, but your subconscious can't lie to me. So what? So that's what I'm saying. You guys don't have to put up with this. If you feel people are stalking you, gang stalking you, trying to steal your work, curse it. Curse it in the name of Jesus, in the name of the universe, in the name of spirit. Curse it. And let them clowns have it. Be like the wicked witch. Give Hansel and Gretel food with poison in it. They weren't worried about it. You know why? Because the food was cursed. She already knew they were going to fall asleep and then I'm going to put them in my little dungeon or closet and lock them up. They're going to be my prisoners. Why? Because I cursed it, so I wasn't worried about it. When I gave it to them, I gave it to them like with a smile, like the mafia when they're going to kill you. You want something to drink? And while you're doing somebody comes behind you, bah! And they're like, okay, let's go, that clown. Whole time they were just playing. Curse your work. It's not evil. It's evil for them to try to take and claim it like theirs. Curse your work. Become your enemy's karma. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Become your enemy's karma today. Start doing the work today to be a better you today. 11:11. Get connected to your higher self. 222. God will come and see the work you did, and he will balance out the scales and bring harmony in your life and fix what the enemy thought they had taken. And on that note, guys, I'm gonna have to get some rest. Kids got to get on the bus in a few hours, and it is what it is. Let me put some more of my spray. I feel somebody trying to put some woo-woo on Tread, as if it's gonna work. You know what? But you got slow people that'll always try. Let them try. They've been trying. They can't affect me, and they won't be able to affect you. When you start taking those little baby steps to do the work, and then after a while you're just running, and then they're just upset because they can't stop you. All they can do is watch you and stalk you, but they can't stop you. They can just watch and stalk under fake profiles. And even when it comes to that, I just pick up my old pendulum here, and I can go through any name on my Facebook page, on my YouTube page, and just say, is this a real person? And instantly I'm going to get a yes or a no, and I can just delete them. I allow a lot of the fake people to stay on my page on purpose. You know why? Because behind the fake mask that they're wearing, it's actually a real person. They're distorted, yes, but it's still actually a real person. So I know they're still learning from me. Will they use it that day? Probably not, and I don't know. Maybe they will. I don't know when a person's going to change, so I'm not going to play God in their life. I'm just going to be the light in their life. Elevate, motivate, Show them how to create. Use the moon. Tonight, full moon. Use the 888 portal. Pull your manifestations through. Stop making excuses for how you're living. Stop making excuses for where you're at in life. And just start doing the work and boss up. Period. Point blank on that. And with that being said, guys, my name is Trickett. I love all of you because I am loving light to the world. And I'll catch you guys on the next go around. And here's my bam 7 chakra salute because I love you guys. Peace out. Deuces.